Oscar, what happened to your hair?
I did a haircut. You inspired me.
I inspired you?
Yeah.
Yes. Then you need to like grow your beard.
Okay.
Next step. It's an honor for us, for Schalke, that you're playing now and that you joined Schalke Esports. We are expecting a good split, as it's the second time with Schalke now in the LCS, and as we just came back, I would always say that we try to get in the playoffs. But it's not always just winning, and Oscar and Elias knows that about when they played for us since the first split in CS, where we won every match during the league, and in the knockout phase we lost them, which was an important game. That's why it's not always about winning everything, but winning the right things. Of course, you know where you are now. You are in the fifth biggest club of the world. We have 150,000 members. We are coming from a region which is a poor region, but these people, the supporters of Schalke, they're really living this club. You see where Schalke is coming from, what is expected. We are always speaking about hard work. The people want to see hard work. If you lose, but the people see that you do everything and you give everything for the club, and you do it with passion, these are the important things for the people out of this region.
We do have a very good team. I'm very confident about that. But at the end, it's all about how hard you will work, how good you listen to the coaching staff, respect them. But not just respect Mitch or Andre or Hans, also respect team managers.
Right. Just a few words from my side as well. I'm super happy to have you all here. I've talked to every one of you in one-on-ones before, remotely, and I think we've made the right decision. I'm really happy that you also gave us your trust really, really early on, and we were able to sign you really early and plan the bootcamp accordingly. Mitch and I, we have quite high expectations as well. Not necessarily around results, but more around the ways on how to achieve results, right? So we are more interested in the process, we are more interested in seeing progression from you guys. And I think we put a lot of effort into the whole project, the two of us. So we also want to lead by example, right? And we expect the same from you. And if you have the feeling that we're dropping the ball here and there, you can also call us out for it, but we will do the same. So yeah, without further ado, we have some gifts for you behind you with your new Schalke swag.
Okay, so we're gonna go shopping on the second day of the boot camp to get the pants like synchronized, so everyone had the same pants for stage. And at first we were gonna get jeans, but we had like some protests against it, so we ended up with going for sweatpants.
No, I like it. But then there's a terrorist, he just took over this whole discussion and says he won't play if he doesn't get his stuff. So.
He's holding Did you have to play in jeans in UOL?
Yeah. And it was no problem to play.
Try those ones, they're full blind.
Is it
medium?
Medium?
Yeah.
I don't know, I could buy these ones actually.
They look fine, no?
This looks fine, yeah.
I like these.
You can just take these ones.
I guess.
Well, what do you think, Chachi? It's bad for you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
it.
But why is it
It's too tight here.
But it has to be tighter always.
No.
Yeah, you cannot wear jeans that are not tight.
jeans?
We cannot wear sweatpants that are not tight like this. Because they look too bad on the stage.
Jeans are more comfortable for me.
Than this?
Yeah.
You have two insane like calf muscles?
I don't know,
But look, when I have...
Wander?
Let's go next shop.
Yeah, let's move on. Well, I can't really believe it actually. Like, you have a pretty nice like black sweatpants, you know, like we found them.
Yeah.
But like, we're looking for something else, but
Yeah,
we're looking for like a unicorn, basically. So like, we're gonna go back in like 1 hour and buy this black sweatpants. That's my prediction.
After a big waste of time.
So like, you can still say like, after they find it like in 1 hour, you can say like, nah, I don't like it. I mean, Josh is kind of right, so we should help them, I guess. But I mean, at least we can pretend to help them.
Let's try.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
Let's take this one. It's not good here. That's not good.
Schalke 04, they're a mainstay of the German Bundesliga Football League, and they've taken over the team formerly known as Elements.
Honestly, the goal at that day was just kind of to survive this split. Really, it's like that. We always hoped a little bit for playoffs, but entering the LCS during the two splits, it's very hard. You cannot change a lot at the roster. Elements was the best shot we had. We were at that time, we was sure that this team is good enough at least to don't get relegated. But then a lot of things went wrong and we were relegated in 2016. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be, but it happened. This is sports. We knew that Schalke do have not an idea how to work in esports. I heard a lot of voices like that. And then, yeah, we came definitely back stronger. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to promote, but honestly, I think we did a lot of things very good at that day already. And a few months later, we finally came back here to LCS. We figured out again what was good and also what was bad. Even if we promoted, there were still things we can improve a lot. My first step with Moritz, with my boss, was who is capable to bring us to the next step or to the next level.
I needed to make sure that we hire a coaching staff that is also more interested in the process, is more interested in building and developing a team, and just sees the whole season in front of them. So we wanted to make sure that we have a good mix of veterans and players that are can be considered rookies, but in our opinion are very, very talented, and we want to make sure that we put them in an environment where they can succeed. So we were thinking about, should we do a boot camp in Korea or should we do it here? For us, the idea of doing it in Korea, it was kind of off the books pretty fast, right? Because what is the goal of a boot camp? So for us, the main goal of a boot camp is to get to know the players, to give the players a chance to get to know us as well, and also for us to get some information, how do the players interact with each other, right?
Let's start instant, take the 3-minute break after. Yeah? Yes, we love. Yeah. Good job.
After the game, we do review together, all the players and the coaches, we gather around the screen, and then the coaches take kind of charge and we try to discuss like different, let's say, like parts of the game or phases of the game, what we should have done differently, like from a macro perspective mostly.
Overall thoughts on the game?
I think Eve is actually the best jungler in the game.
Before playing with the team together, my expectations were already like kind of high, because I knew that we are individually good players with good game knowledge as well.
and it was really exciting to see that this actually turned out to be true and that we gel really good together instantly.
So a lot of times when we try to fix our comms together, we end up saying it wrong.
When people want to talk at the same time, the way we do it, we just talk louder.
Yeah.
But this is really horrible, what we are doing in terms of talking to each other.
Yeah.
Because Pride was talking about pathing, and then Bender just starts talking, and Chachi too, and then they just all get louder.
Yeah.
So maybe we should introduce a word. Maybe we shouldn't also say a whole sentence every time. Maybe if somebody just says energy, everyone knows what it means, and we look at it again. We are mindful of it.
That's a good solution.
Sometimes Pride says something and you know what he's gonna say, so you feel like you can just start talking to him. This is like so rude.
But you would be surprised by talking slow how much easier it is to filter though, because if you think about what he just said, it's much easier to understand.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, guys, maybe we should like try to.
Okay, yeah.
Let's meet in the middle. All right, cool.
My first impression was with this team, like I thought we were gonna be good in scrims. It actually went better than expected, like it was really good I think. In the reviews I think everyone is like really actively like looking for points and like what could have went better, so that's really nice about this team. Like in wins or losses, like everyone is still like really trying to find what could have went better.
You know you made a pick on bot,
yeah.
No flashes and you go for the flash kill, but think about it, in next fight, he has no flash, you do.
Yeah, it's like instincts I think.
Yeah, it's solo queue, because you play on solo snowball, and in team comps, like you said, this Varus would be sweating in the team fights. When you flash, he's sweating.
Well, it's true, you know, like that Varus, he was just shaking all the time, right?
Imagine if you had flash too, you know, he would be shaking even more. So let's play on small wins.
Stacks ETH, like you're shaking.
If we get into a habit in an early game where we play on the small wins and not the big ones, a wave here, a flash cooldown there, a tower chunk.
It's gonna be a meme.
Yeah, but like, this is correct, right? Don't overforce everything.
Hashtag LCR small place.
Yeah.
I think right now we have a good atmosphere around VOD reviews and it's pretty productive and constructive, so I hope no one is like getting emotional or hurt by the sessions we do, and we learn a lot about it.
Keep in mind in the game though, when I said we play 4-1 mid bot, I thought Chachi would go straight from base to bot. Oh, this is what I wanted to happen. Like we 4-man mid, this one is slow pushing, and Chachi goes straight bot, and then we push mid, and then nobody can defend this turret because they will get dived right from us.
Yeah. We can still do 1-4 with a triple threat that is a slow push that will end up taking the top turret, you know?
Yeah. I think what you say, when I go bot and you go 4 mid, is applicable when we cannot push mid like without this.
Yeah, right.
When we need 4 people.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
I love it when you're so humble.
That bowling night was really dirty. Like when you play solo queue and somebody in your team picks Disco Nuno and runs it down mid, I had the same experiences in bowling because I was ready to try it for my life, and I was getting in the zone, and then I won't name a name, but a certain teammate threw the ball 10 times in the side. So I was really trying to stay tilt-proof, but it was near to impossible because I really felt like I'm getting inted IRL too, so I just wanted to go next actually. So the basketball machine Luke was pretty cocky, so I didn't really like this, and he bet with me actually, so you have to put €1 in to play. And he said if I beat him I can keep the euro, so I already got a lot of motivation obviously for the euro. Like every shot I was making, like it just hit, you know.
He won the first 2 times in points, but then like I started try-harding, so I beat him by 50 points. So I had to give him a reality check.
Luke works out like 7 times a week, 3 times a day, so his endurance was really hot. The first 2 times we played, I was kind of getting tired and he still wanted to go, so I didn't want to ruin the fun.
It's no shame to lose with 50 points, by the way, like shit happens, you know. Like.
So this club do have a long history, very long history in football since 1904. And with this history, there are a lot of things here that are special, that are different to other esport organizations. And it was very important for us to bring all of these guys here to Gelsenkirchen for the boot camp, not going to Korea, going here to Gelsenkirchen, that they kind of get an idea about this club, about the supporters, how emotional these guys are, how enthusiastic these people are about this club here.
The first time we came here and all the jerseys were lined up in the locker room, it's very inspiring to see.
When you feel that you're actually part of what they are supporting, you know, that's when the world actually kind of crumbles.
I think it's really important for the players to get to know a bit the values of the club and the staff working behind the scenes.
We wanted to make sure that they experience the whole Schalke feeling firsthand. It's something really, really unique and something that you can't get with any other esports team in Europe.
We are part of something bigger than us. We want to continue and do great for them.
All the other people that are new to Schalke don't really know what Schalke is about maybe, and in Gelsenkirchen we can show them around the arena. I mean, I didn't even mention the arena, but it's the arena.
It was only 1 week in our Schalke Nurfia boot camp. It went pretty well, I think, but I don't really want to draw a lot of conclusions from it. We walk step by step, and our final goal is to go towards.
I would describe success if the project that we have in mind, it's correctly implemented and everything goes out well. We are not looking for results, we are looking way more to the process itself, and the results will just be a consequence of that process being well made.
After the first day, I already had a really good idea how people want to play. So it was actually a really nice experience.
I think I'm really happy with the team so far. I think we've made the right choice, not only with the players that we choose, but I'm also really happy with Mitch, with Andre, really happy with Nicola, our team manager, and I'm really confident that we have a good setup going into the 2018 season.